Transplant Australia Western Australia is a non-profit organisation that offers support to donors deceased and living and their families, recipients and their families before, during and after organ and tissue transplants. They advocate the importance of discussing organ donation with your families. They also run events that give members an opportunity to meet people who are in similar circumstances and encourage transplant recipients to be more active. We took the opportunity to talk to a few people involved with Transplant Australia at today's event.
I had a liver transplant almost 8 years ago. I was 68 when I had it, so it proves that anybody can have a transplant as long as their other organs are up to scratch.
My name's Sue Field and I've had a kidney transplant. My kidneys failed slowly, as kidneys do.
I'm 53 years old. I had a liver transplant.
I was on dialysis for 2.5 years, so I consider myself really fortunate because when you're, the average waiting time, well then, and I'm sure it's around the same, was about 4 years.
You can be waiting a long time, and it's just basic supply and demand. The problem is always the lack of supply of organs.
I was one of the really fortunate people whose kidney started working immediately. So when I was kind of bouncing off the walls, and I can't run to save myself, but I was going like, I can run a marathon. This is amazing. It's like massive difference immediately.
Transplant Australia is an organisation which has a few different objectives. First of all, it is to demonstrate to people that transplants are worthwhile, to encourage people to register for organ donation, because without organ donation, of course, we can't have transplants. It's also to encourage people post-transplant to exercise, to get on with their lives as they were before.
I think there's a real community. The first I got involved with Transplant Australia was I kind of joined not long after my transplant.
If they're in financial strife, we try to help a little bit, and we also give moral support. I know when I was waiting for my transplant, I wanted to find out as much as I possibly could. Getting together with people from Transplant Australia, you can learn a lot, and it can alleviate a lot of the stress beforehand, knowing, when they see people out there doing things. You'll notice today we had people with heart transplants, people with lung transplants, people with kidney transplants. I'm not sure whether we had somebody with both heart and lungs, or lungs only. And they're all out there competing.
If you can see it in your heart to realise how much difference it makes to somebody's life, then it's a really amazing thing to do.
You can save or help between 3 or 10 lives, so it's just a very generous thing to do.
And it's something you're comfortable with, then it will be so there's not a day that goes by where I don't appreciate the gift. It's the most amazing gift anyone could ever give.
It does help the family of the deceased grieve from their loss. To actually save someone's life is a very generous gift that you're giving.
Do it. Talk to your family and do it.